Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another fun-filled episode of Watch Me Wrench with your host, Mr. Watch Me Wrench. I'd just like to thank you guys. I've hit 200 subscribers. Whoopee! Yeah, not that great, but thank you to those who watch, subscribe, comment, and hit the like button. Believe me, the only thing I gotta get out of this is thank yous, because I don't get any money out of this. You guys heard me say just recently that the car's not ready to go to the track, and that's because number one, we don't have the tires, and number two, we have the stock clutch still in there. So in this video, we are going to address the traction issues / tire issue. And I think I've got the tire issue resolved with these babies right here. Yay! Check it out. Mickey Thompson ET Street R drag radials. These are very nice tires. Very sticky. I mean, if I just put my finger there and try to push, I mean, my finger's sticking. Or if I do that here across the treads, they just slide because it's such a hard compound. So, what are these? These are 26-inch tall tires, the same as what I have here. I did not go with 28-inch tall tires because if I go with a tire that's 2 inches taller, that is going to drastically change the gear ratio in the rear axle. Well, in this case, in the center section here. So let's just say if you had 410s, you put a tire that's 2 inches taller, you're going to wind up knocking it down to like a 373. Plus, a taller tire tends to break parts easier. So I stuck with 26-inch tall tires. These are, what size are these? These are 315 35 by 17. And I believe they're 11 inches wide. These are 12 inches wide, 26 inches tall. And these are 345, 25, 20. It's a 20-inch rim. 345 is the width. 25 means the height of the tire is 25% of the width, in case you guys didn't ever know that. Now, the problem with 20 inches is you're very limited on drag radial selection. Very limited. Let's say I got a 20-inch drag radial. I would be very limited in the height, and I wouldn't have much of a sidewall. Where here I have more of a sidewall. A drag radial will give you what's called a wrinkle wall effect. Not as much as a slick, a full bias ply, but there's plenty of videos out there you could see drag radials taking off from the line, and you will see a wrinkle wall effect. So, where am I going to mount these? Since these are 20 inches, and these are for a 17-inch. So, let's go to the bench. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Weld S71 Beadlocks. Yay! Yay! This is how you do it. This is 17 inches tall by, 10 inches wide. It's a very nice piece. So we will mount those Mickey Thompson ET Street R's on here. And then we will mount them on the car. Now, I mean, let me just show you. Okay, you see these striations? These are actually called knurls. And these act like a teeth. So you have the knurls here. This is the inside. This is a single bead lock wheel. They have double bead lock wheels where it gets locked, where the bead will be pinched on the other side as well, on the back side. So these teeth here, or striations, these are called knurls, and it helps to dig into the tire so that the tire doesn't slip. So over here, you can see on the inside of the rim, you have more of those teeth. And then on the outer part, you have them too. So basically you bolt this outer ring on. Let me take that outer ring on. I just have 2 bolts holding it in place so it doesn't fall out. I'll be right back. Okay, so here we have the outer ring. As you can see, it's got a lot of bolt holes. You can see the teeth on the inside, the knurls. And then you can see them here. So basically, that outer ring, the tire will sit and rest up against here, the bead. And then that outer ring will sandwich it. Will sandwich the bead, just like that. And you torque them down. The torque sequence is something else to be seen. You should see the instructions. So, I think our traction issues are resolved. So with these babies and those Mickey Thompson ET Street R's, I think we're pretty good. But we're not done just yet. Check this out. What's in this box? I don't know. Let's see. Uh-oh. Can you feel the excitement? I can. Oh, look at that. Oh my God. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we got skinnies for the front. Yay! Look at that beautiful piece of artwork. 6 pounds. That only weighs 6 pounds. Let's pull it out of the box. Be right back. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Again, only 6 pounds. These are, what are these? I'm forgetting the height. These are 17 by 4.5. 17 inches tall by 4.5 inches wide. So that's a pretty nice setup right there. So what are we going to run on the front? Let's check that out. Check it out. So these are M&H skinnies for the front. Yay! A lot of people run the Mickey Thompson skinnies in the front. I don't like the tread pattern, so I went with these. I'm not crazy about these either, but I think they look a little better than the Mickey Thompsons. I personally just didn't like the tread pattern. But they're the exact same. They're 185, 55, 17. So, we got the skinnies for the front, and we got some fatties for the back. Now, of course, this being a Corvette, nothing just bolts on or fits on. So, well, it's not an issue for the back. The back just bolts on, but the front's not so easy. So let me show you what has to be done. So this is what you're going to need for the front, because these don't just bolt right onto the C6 Corvette. You need this spacer, aluminum spacer. You need ARP longer studs. And then you get the, well, I got 1, 2, 3. I got this all from the same company. This right here is rather expensive, $340 just for this. The front wheels take a different lug nut. You can see that versus the back ones. So the back ones, I could use the lug nuts that I currently have from my Forge Star wheels. But the front, they're different. That's not a big deal. So we got to press out the old wheel studs on the front and then press in the new ones, put this on, then slide them on. So now I want to talk to you about one issue. And I now know why. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and on a lot of those videos I see guys with, you know, similar setup to this. They got skinnies on the front and drag radials on the back. Well, the issue is more with the front, and I now know why. But when I watch a lot of the videos of the guys like street racing down in Mexico, like especially on the Corvettes, I see everybody. I notice that everybody's tire light is on. And the reason for that is because, well, now I know why. It's because there's really no provision on the front skinnies to run the TPMS sensor. On the back, it's not an issue. It's just got a traditional hole there, right there. It's just got a traditional hole, and the TPMS sensor will work on the back, but the front is an issue. So right now I'm trying to figure out how can I get the sensor in there to work, because I don't want to be driving around with that light on. Little things like that annoy me. I like to do things right, and I like to do things different. So hopefully I'm going to be like the first guy out there with skinnies on the front of the car, and I'm actually able to get a sensor in there and somehow get it to work and register with the car. So that's my little dilemma. I got to figure that out. So here are the sensors. There's the part number. Right there. And of course the sensors don't come with the second half. This is the little nut that tightens the sensor to the rim. And that's the part number. Basically it goes like this. So this is how it goes, and basically the outer nut just screws onto the sensor. It pinches this rubber gasket to the inside of the rim, and that makes your seal. And this little port is what registers the air pressure. So how do I get these to work on there? Not sure. I have some ideas, but that's what I'm working on right now. Hopefully in the next video I'll have everything set up and it'll be working. If not, I guess I'll just have to drive around with that light on. Now I called the tuner, I said, hey, can you shut that light off? And he said that there's no way that they could shut it off. Somehow it's like embedded into the computer of the car. So let me get to work, figure out how I can make this work. See if I have to modify the wheel somehow or something. Well, let me show you why. Okay, so this is the skinny, this is the inside of the wheel. You can see it's threaded, right? It's not just one that's pressed in. It threads in. So you're not going to be able to get that seal to line up flush with this because this is on an angle. So what can we do? I don't know, but I'll figure it out. All right, let me get to work and I'll be back. Before I forget, this is the center cap for the rear beadlock. So basically it goes like this. Hold on a second. So I don't know if you could tell, but you know, it kind of sticks out maybe like a, I don't know, 1.5 inches, 2 inches. So I like to be different. I don't like to be like everyone else. So I might modify it because I think it looks better if I could push it in somewhat. And there looks more like a cap that just snaps in versus sticking out like this. Plus, when you push it in like that, it's hard to tell, but you could appreciate and you could see that the wheel has got more of a concave shape. You see that? It just sticks out better. So I'm going to modify that center cap probably and have it pushed in like that versus sticking out like that. So you can't really appreciate or see that the wheel is concave. I think it looks better like that. I guess we'll make this video part 1. You guys let me know if you like this a little more flush or if you like it the original way, the way it's supposed to be, where it sticks out, you know, 1.5 inches or 2 inches. I've never really asked for your comments, but what do you guys think? So it's a pretty nice setup. I don't remember the weight on these, but they're not heavy. So these are only 6 pounds. And these, I don't know, maybe that's 20 pounds. I don't really remember. So I did spend a lot of money, but I think it's worth it. I've got the best products again. And I'm a firm believer, if you're going to put like a lot of power to a car and you're going to have sticky tires, I also believe in putting longer, stronger wheel studs on the back of the car. So I'm also going to do the back wheel studs too before I hit the track. Maybe not right now, but before I go to the track, I will put longer and stronger studs on the back for sure. So, change the back studs. Trust me, you see plenty of videos where these snap on the car at the drag strip and the wheel falls off, the car drops to the ground. Yeah, you don't need that aggravation. Spend $100, get the stronger studs, and then you have peace of mind. So, all right, let me get to it. Let me figure out what I'm going to do with these wheel sensors. If I can make it work, hopefully I can. And then I'll be back. Wish me luck, guys. Thank you for watching. If you could please click the like and subscribe button, I really appreciate it. Thank you. And